What's up, everybody? Derek Anderson, the DA, and yeah, you guys knew I was going to talk about this one, all right? The Blackwash Race Swap Little Mermaid remake is finally here. They had their big red carpet event, you know how they do, okay, where all the stars come out and check the film out, and then they brought, of course, the critics who were getting to share their first reactions to this film. Now, look, you guys already know how I feel about this thing, okay? I think the race swaps are lazy and dumb, and they're insulting, okay? But nevertheless, people are excited about this, okay? Lots of black people, all right? Twitter reactions are already starting to mount up, and we're going to go ahead and check out some of those. But first, let's get to what the critics had to say about it, and we'll dive into that. Disney's live-action Little Mermaid remake is here, and critics are finally able to share their reactions before this aquatic adventure hits theater screens worldwide. The retelling of this beloved animated classic sees a whole new cast take on this below-the-sea blockbuster, including Halle Bailey playing the titular mermaid Ariel. However, not all will be exactly as it was back when The Little Mermaid originally came to theaters in 1989, with some notable changes being made to modernize the film. Yeah, they got this thing completely woked up, okay? It's gonna go super hard in the paint with the feminism, okay? I'm guaranteeing you that. Without knowing anything else, I know they are going super hard in the paint with the feminism. They've already kind of hinted at that. Not only that, again, it's woke, it's race swapped, okay? You got a black Ariel. I mean, that alone tells you everything that you need to know in terms of what Disney's approach was when it came to making this. You know, updating it for the modern audience, all of that crap, okay? Just expect all of that stuff to come here. And listen, let me say this. None of this has anything to do with Halle Bailey, okay? She didn't produce this, she didn't direct this, she didn't write this, okay? She is just an actress, and that's it, all right? She didn't have anything to do with this insulting, let's go ahead and throw black people a bone, race-swapped movie, okay? That's not what she did, all right? She's out there to do her job, sing songs, act, or whatever. It's not her fault. I guess she could have just turned the role down, all right? But they just found some other black girl to do it, okay? And you can see right here, she looks like she's having a real good time, cheesing for the cameras, having fun, posing with her dress on the, I guess, the blue carpet or whatever, not the red carpet, right? And getting her little, yes, girl, you slay queen, go, girl. Okay, she's getting all of that stuff, okay? Hey, have fun, okay? Life is short, all right? But look, that ain't gonna carry this movie, all right? That ain't gonna carry this movie. So let's go ahead and check out some of these reviews and see what they got to say. All right, so this chick, Courtney Howard, says, Little Mermaid, charming but incredibly spotty. Halle Bailey, Jonah Hauer-King, Melissa McCarthy, Javier Bardem put their heart and soul into a film that can't escape its animated legacy. Best when it leans into campy bonkers, yet limits its fantasy elements for no reason. All right, so it sounds like she's saying it's kind of hit and miss. Jermaine Lucier, it's real simple. Are you excited for The Little Mermaid? You'll like it. It's exactly what you think it is. Are you skeptical and worried about it? That's valid too. It looks weird and disjointed. Bailey is great. McCarthy rules. The songs work, but it just feels so unnecessary. Yeah, that's like all of these like animated remakes, okay? Most of these joints are unnecessary. Zoe Rose Bryant, she says Little Mermaid is a live-action remake that retains the heart and soul of the story we know and love, and it's elevated even further by a note-perfect star-making performance by Halle Bailey. She was born to be on the big screen, and she's why this new take is worth watching. Okay, so, you know, if folks are saying that Halle Bailey is doing the job. This one, Scott Menzel. It brings me no joy to report that The Little Mermaid is very mediocre. Woo, mediocre, okay. While the music is still great, minus 2 of the new songs, this live-action version lacks Disney magic. I mean, that's all the live-action versions. They all lack Disney magic, okay? I don't even think they know what Disney magic is anymore at this point. The performances are fine, with Melissa McCarthy being the standout. The iconic sea characters like Flounder and Sebastian just didn't work for me at all. Yeah, because they look like actual fish and not like cartoon fish is what they supposed to look like. And don't get me started on Awkwafina as Scuttle. In terms of look, the color, temperature, and lighting drove me absolutely nuts pretty much throughout. Too much of the film is dark and murky. Also, there is far too much CGI, and most of the underwater scenes just look bad. That's it. The under the sea scene is great, and the film as a whole is a big step up from the live action The Lion King, Little Mermaid. Wow. Yeah, so Scott Menzel, he's a known critic. You know, he's a known around, and yeah, it seems like he didn't like this thing whatsoever. Yeah, again, this part right here, that lacking Disney magic, yeah, that's been around for a minute, Scott. We know, okay? All of these live action versions, they just don't feel like they belong, completely unnecessary. Jillian Blum says Little Mermaid is the best Disney live action adaptation to date. Halle Bailey is Ariel. Major props to the sound effects team. Good changes, though. One new song with too much auto-tune. Could watch this versions Under the Sea all day. It was the highlight of the whole thing. Well, yeah, I think this is going to be interesting because, you know, is Halle Bailey going to, like, be Ariel, okay? Are people going to accept Halle Bailey as Ariel? That's going to be the big question, you know, in determining how successful this thing is going to be in the box office. Simon Thompson, endearing but uneven, The Little Mermaid doesn't deliver the magic of the animated classic, but there are plenty of creative touches from Rob Marshall to float the audience's boat. Halle Bailey and Melissa McCarthy are great. Daveed Diggs and Awkwafina provide solid comic relief. Yeah, so again, another one saying, yeah, this thing's kind of mediocre. We saw uneven now. The Little Mermaid is filled with a few great performances from Halle Bailey and Melissa McCarthy, but it's mostly paint-by-numbers remake that isn't as good as the animated masterpiece. None of them are. None of them are as good as the animated, and they're saying basically, yeah, it's just doing the job, okay, paint by numbers, all right? Anytime you see that kind of talk, yeah, this thing is probably just very, very average. And again, we've seen those early critic reactions where they are praising it, and then it just kind of takes a step down. We've seen that. We saw that with Ant-Man, okay? We saw that a little bit with Mario, okay? When the critic reviews finally come out, I mean, all right? So it sounds like the critics aren't really feeling this Little Mermaid. But you know who is feeling it? All of these people on Twitter, man, they are loving some of these reviews. This person, The Little Mermaid, beating every allegation against it. I have to laugh. Critics are saying The Little Mermaid is the best live action remake to date, and Halle is the heart of the film. Fuck all of y'all that try preying on my sister's downfall. As expected, every tongue that rises up against her shall fall. I mean, these people are going... Little Mermaid already getting great reviews from critics. Halle got the last laugh. You know I'm smiling. The praise for Little Mermaid on my timeline right now. I'm happy I can go to sleep now. Halle, you got the last laugh, mama. All that shit talking and negative tweets white film Twitter was doing just for The Little Mermaid to get stellar reviews. Burn, burn. That's what they trying to say. The Little Mermaid stands getting the last laugh. I used to pray for times like this. To every single Halle / The Little Mermaid fan who sticked with Halle despite all the horrendous backlash from the millions of miserable and racist people, we made it, y'all. She's receiving star acclaim from critics for her phenomenal performance. $1 billion box office. Here we go. Maybe here. Now, the direct ask, will The Little Mermaid succeed, okay? And you saw those reactions on Twitter. I'm going to tell you right now, black women are going to drag their daughters to this shit, okay? They're going to drag them whether they want to see it or not, all right? And probably their sons if they could get them to go too. You may ask, like, why do black women care about this black race-swapped character so much? It's because they want to win, okay? They want a win, a black win, okay? Black girl magic win, I should say, all right? So just get ready to hear all of this stuff for the next couple of months, okay? Because that's what's coming. And what's funny about this is black women see like a black actress getting the opportunity to portray a popular white character as some sort of validation. You know, oh, they're saying that we're good enough because we get to play a white character. I have no idea why these chicks don't want like an original black character for Halle Bailey to play, okay? I've been talking about Black Mermaid stories since this crap came out. Tons of African mermaid stories. Why couldn't we just go ahead and get that? Why take a hand-me-down, okay? That kind of stuff is weird. I just don't understand it, okay? But again, that's why we are where we are, okay? A lot of stuff in the black community is just completely off, and it's this type of stuff that really cracks me up, all right? But anyway, folks, you guys tell me what you think about these reviews. How do you feel that Little Mermaid is going to do? It sounds uneven. It sounds like it's going to be kind of like a middle of the road. You know, it's not necessarily beloved, not blowing people out of the water, but I guarantee you black women are going to show out really strong for this, okay? And if they go to this thing 2 or 3 or 4 times to grab all the kids, it might actually do some decent box office numbers. At least that's what my head is telling me right now. But you guys go ahead, jump down in the comments. Let me know what you think about that. And thanks for watching. See you next time.